See, actually, it's like, nowadays students, like, I really wonder how they're able to, toggle between their everyday work, their school, their homework, and their usage of mobile phones and their friends, teams, so many things. Those days, we did not have such a kind of exposure. So the responsibility was solely on our shoulders. So you have to be very careful about what field you are going to choose. But I would definitely advocate that even in today's world, though you have Google, of course those times we used to go to the library to search for materials, but now you have the Google with you. But I think there is a lot of knowledge that is required for the student in terms of probably their personality, or it could be their interest, or it could be their skill. They should identify what they are really good at. To a certain extent, they can identify, like a kid who study 8th standard or 9th standard definitely can figure out, like, whether he's good in, communication, or whether good in singing or dancing, or it could be some trying to read certain articles. I know kids in school who write, proper technical articles. So it's just starts from a very young age itself. So they need to understand what their interests are, and accordingly, if they're going to move on that line, I think they would be able to get a lot of clarity in what they're going to do. So I think they should take the responsibility to carry out this kind of research. In fact, I would say it is a research. It just is not that, like, okay, my mom told me, or my dad told me, or my uncle told me. It's not like that. Whether can you do? Are you really interested? Because later on you shouldn't come out saying that, okay, I was, pushed into this course. Because I have seen n number of students, the first day I enter class and I ask them, why are you really here? They don't know the answer, because they would say that, somebody recommended, and we really don't know what we're going to do. So that kind of the issue should never happen. At least going forward, students should definitely have the maximum clarity. So I think that's the kind of research that they should do by themselves. They are capable of doing research. They can do it. Not a big problem, because they see, they know what they are. They are not kids. They know what they are, and they are joining their JW, or they're joining their NEET aspirant. They want to become JW or a NEET aspirant. How do they do that? They would have had something inside, isn't it? Some inner fire will be there. You just cannot do something without even having a slight of tint of any passion there. So it's always a self homework that should be done by the student, and understand what are the aspects of that particular field they're going to choose. And it is just not one day story, Kriti. It's just like, it's an ongoing process. Learning is an ongoing process. It never stops. So skills are something you need to develop on the way. So how does those things happen? Only when you choose a particular line, then you can add on your compartments one by one, one by one, one by one, so that you can make it yourself more very interesting. And that's the way to go.